Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to Global Happiness Today TV. Some hours ago, Ifeanyi Ejiofor, the lead counsel to Nnamdi Kanu, had given update on the fate of Nnamdi Kanu, what is happening to him in DSS custody, and the things they're doing both under wraps and publicly. Before we go into the newspaper to find out exactly what the DSS have responded to some of the things they have made, and this is coming straight from the DSS offices. If you like it, subscribe to our channel by clicking on the red subscribe button beside it. You will see a bell notification icon. Please go ahead, click on it to get notified as soon as you update our channel on YouTube. This is coming from a DSS, and it's actually a press release, and it reads thus: Gentlemen of the press, good morning. I bring you warm compliments of the Director General State Services DGSS Alhaji Yusuf Magaji Bichi FWC. The importance of this press briefing is to partner with you to inform the public to be mindful of groups and individuals desirous of causing a breakdown of law and order in the country. This is more so that the service has observed that some persons who are desperately seeking for power use wrong and shued narratives to not only mislead citizens but overheat the polity. Already, they are exploiting and politicizing the issue of insecurity in parts of the country for pecuniary and other selfish reasons. Many simply want to use the situation to cause divisions among citizens, seek cheap popularity, and or present the country as ungovernable. The service therefore warns that those who are involved in this should desist from such destabilizing acts. It also enjoins politicians to play by the rule and avoid statements or activities capable of inflaming the fires of division and violence prior to 2023 elections. Opinion molders like the clergy, religious and traditional rulers are also to guard their utterances and avoid inciting pronouncement. In a related development, it is common knowledge that criminal elements will heighten their ignorous activities before, during, and after the festive period. Therefore, religious and community leaders, hoteliers, and operators of markets, parks, recreational and relaxation centers are to be alert and watch strange movements and activities around their facilities. Such facilities include places of worship, palaces, markets, schools, and other public buildings. Owners and operators of these public spaces and their patrons should endeavor to isolate and report suspected rogues to security agencies for prompt response. Consequently, the service interactive sites and lines will remain active and available to the public. Its informations at the state and local government levels will be open 24 hours of the day. This is in line with the service commitment and support to the populace. As schools vacate and students return home for holidays, there's likelihood that subvergist gangs will target them for recruitment for undesirable intent. This may include but not limited to financial crimes, armed robbery, civil disobedience and violent protests, substance abuse, banditry, and kidnapping. In this respect, parents and guardians are advised to be watchful of their children and wards and ensure that they do not engage in unlawful acts. Aside students, recessing members of National Assembly, state houses of assembly, and other private public sector workers on vacation may be predisposed to threats of various degrees. This also applies to Nigerians who may travel from within and outside the country to join their loved ones for the celebrations. These individuals are susceptible to hijack, assassination, armed robbery, and political manipulation. They are advised to be security conscious in order not to fall victim of these destructive political maneuver. He said there is no doubt that they have crossed the lines and it is now time to crush them. These people, that's those who sponsor kidnapping, banditry, terrorism, insurgents, all kinds of attack on the security agencies, civilians, and vulnerable population should have a rethink. These persons, whether in the north or south, know themselves. There's no doubt they have crossed the lines and it's now time to crush them. On IPOB and the alleged ill treatment of its detained leader, the service has, without any fear of contradiction, applied restraint in making public statements over the matter. The reason is simply because it avoids joining issues, especially over a matter that is sub judice. But for the sake of transparency and democratic accountability, the service have decided to make some clarifications. 1. The service denies all the inciting allegations by indigenous people of Biafra and states that 1. Nnamdi Kanu is not in any way maltreated in custody. Accusation of maltreatment negates the service standard operation protocol on the implementation of rights of a suspect. 2. Nnamdi Kanu enjoys full luxury in the holding facility, incomparable to any of this type anywhere in the country. He is accorded full rights and privileges. He is never denied his right of worship or freedom from his select religious practice. 3. Adequate attention is paid to Kanu's health. He has unhindered access to best medical care and doctors. Kanu himself has confirmed to his visitors that the service has never in any way maltreated him. He even confirmed this in the quartet of senators like Ekweremadu and Enyinnaya Abaribe, Bishop Sunday Onoha of the Methodist Church Nigeria and co-chair Interfaith Dialogue Forum for Peace, and Ambassador Okechukwu Emuche MFR Secretary General Hannes Ndibo, who saw him on Wednesday, the 8th of December 2021. The story of Kanu being starved is fallacious. He could not have been starved as he enjoys meals of his choice. That he is not allowed change of clothing is also false. He is regularly allowed change of clothing as against what is presented to the public by the indigenous people of Biafra propagandists. Assuming he is being maltreated, how come his visitors told him he was looking well? All the allegations of violation of his rights as a suspect, victimization and starvation, among others, are not true. It is unfortunate that some elements have decided to use outright misinformation to represent the state of affairs. Those who make these false stories do so to attract undue attention for the singular purpose of achieving desired end. Rather than focus on how he should get justice, Kanu's legal team and some mischievous elements among them have chosen to use fake news to mislead the public. While the court in its wisdom ordered that Kanu be remanded in the safer DSS custody, some of his legal representatives, for reasons best known to them, prefer him in Kuje prison and have failed to explain the rationale for such a choice. It may interest the public to note that a particular lawyer among Kanu's team is feasting on the matter, such that one can conclude that his interest is beyond getting justice for his client. Be that as it may, the court has the final say on the matter. Instructively, the media is reminded of its duty in national security. As influencers, media practitioners are called upon to use their platforms to pursue peaceful coexistence. They must commit themselves to the unity of the country and shun misinformation, fake news, hate speech, and such others misleading narrative. Journalists, while discharging their constitutional roles, are enjoined to be objective, conflict sensitive, and patriotic in their reportage. Overall, citizens and residents are advised to cooperate with security and he decided, quite a long one though, but finally the DG management and staff of the DSS appreciate everyone who has supported the service in its effort to ensure peace and security in the country. Let us remember that security is the responsibility of everyone. Let us support security agencies to achieve this desired peace for our country. We wish every one of you, and indeed all Nigerians, a hitch-free Utah season as we look forward to a new year. We wish you a prosperous 2022. Thank you, PN Afunanya, PhD, FSI, Public Relations Officer, Department of State Services, National Headquarters, Abuja, on this day, 14th of December 2021. Alright, let's go to the comment section. You have heard what he said. Let's interact. What's your take? They're all actually opposing everything that Ifeanyi Ejiofor said, that Nnamdi Kanu is enjoying maximum, in fact, luxurious stay in the DSS departments. Let's interact, please.